There we go. Oblock by Channel 5. I think these motherfuckers are pretty interesting. I actually seen the Yeet interview like offline. I didn't really expect that. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. I want to see it.
I just tweak on it. I say, it's me, JC and Buck. Play with us, you put his body in the truck. Then we take him to the dump. And they know we play for keeps. And they know that we ain't sweep. Grab a broom, we finna sweep. Oblock finna.
Got it. You ain't making out the hood with this one, brother.
Clean the streets, boy, you better grab a heat or get put up on a T. Put your name by RIP or your name get turned to weed. In the racket, ain't no pad. Any state, we on your.
No matter what, nickel flat.
Fuck the.
Do the dance. Photo, but it's fast.
We ain't goofy, do that crash. We gon' spin again. We gon' hit our last friends. We gon' show him we ain't playing. We gon' leave him where he stand. That's really, yeah, that's all I wanna be, successful.
Well, damn.
Right? They go fast, man. Check it out.
And now,
all I want to be is successful.
since you gotta throw up Oblock.
How do I do that?
Yeah, throw up Oblock. Everybody throw up Oblock.
We're here in the Parkway Gardens house.
The fact that they made him throw it up, was that like, what did he do with this piggy? Was it just like, was it like this? Like, man, that's crazy though. Why you make him throw up the set, bro?
Everybody throw up Oblock.
We're here in the Parkway Gardens housing development in Chicago, otherwise known as Oblock, a 24-building complex on the city's south side. It's where Michelle Obama grew up, and it's also where drill music began around 10 years ago. This is Boss Top. He's been here for a super long time, so he's gonna take us back to the very beginning.
Golly, what the fuck?
Where it all
this man been
started.
So right now you in the 44, you in one of the guttiest building in the block. This motherfucker be the last building to get cleaned up. Oh, it's a roach. See y'all in the project. See a roach? That's a baby roach.
That's gonna get bigger.
That's gonna get bigger. Smoking the roaches and killing the rats. This bitch be dirty as hell. This building be dirty. I'm from this building. Bro, I used to be one of them motherfuckers that piss in the hallway and on the elevator too. I ain't gonna lie. My mom in the bathroom.
Why are you doing this? You got a whole, you live in the apartment. Why are you going about it like this, brother? Why are you doing this?
Come on, BD's one bathroom in here. I'm going to piss in the hallway. I still won't touch the buttons on the elevator. I'm straight knuckles.
Cause you think there might be pee on it?
Spit, pee, and I used to do all type of shit to the elevator. I ain't taking no shit though in here. True that! True that! Come on!
Love you, my nigga.
Love you too, boy. I'm going to true that. And true that, man. Man. One nigga true that. I ain't like a nigga here, bro.
Hey, everybody, what's up? How's it going?
What's up? How you doing, man?
That's what's cracking like, you feel?
GDK. Come on.
Damn.
GDK. Folks came out.
GDK stands for Gangster Disciple Killer. Yeah, I already knew that, but you know, a rival gang to Oblock.
Folks, the youngest GDK member, he invented that shit.
To you, like, what is drill music?
We started the word drill
Why you put it on the kid though, bro? That's wild.
with our music. Like, let's do a drill.
Boss Top. Oh, that's him. And then King Von, and then Chief Keef. Yo, that's crazy.
We started that shit.
Like, how would you explain drill music to someone who doesn't know?
Music that make you wanna kind of get outside and go just be outside. You feel what I'm saying? Makes sense.
Just drill the ops. What? Let me see. Okay, I actually want to see like how many. I guess like I want to see like the amount of video views he got. Hell nah. That's not bad. 3.5 million is kind of wild, okay, but why is he still there? Bro, I'm getting out the hood as soon as I'm getting the fuck out of the hood as soon as I get money, bro. I ain't staying in the hood. The fuck? Hell no. That's wild though.
You get on going. Yeah. So yeah, it turn you up. It give you adrenaline.
Drill music is something that, I mean, in the grander scheme of things, you could see it as, you know, a hyper-violent offshoot of trap generally that, you know, sort of like came out of a very specific area.
I describe drill music as it's violent, but mainly fiction. It's like realistic fiction music. So like, that's why I shot my video 4K Troll, shot it right here in this park. Right here where you standing at, I shot it right here.
The lyrics are pretty intense in that song.
Grab my Glock, then I grab my mask and hop out, then I blast.
Yeah, he definitely got like some King Von type energy for sure. Like, that's wild.
He pulled out his strap and started shooting back. It sound like it's compact. Tomorrow I got a double back. It's finna crack.
Yeah. But it's all entertainment, see what I'm saying? It's all for like the people. Like, cause like music nowadays.
Yeah, don't get caught up, man. Don't be saying all this shit. You see what happened to Young Thug and Gunna, bro. You seen what happened to him, bro. It's all fake. It's all fiction. None of this happened.
It's all about like controversial shit. Drama really makes money.
Back to that breaking news live from Chopper 2, a mass shooting. At least 6 people shot. This all happening at 65th and King Drive in Parkway Gardens.
So what was it like growing up in O-Block?
We had to grow up. We had to really grow up and grow up fast. All that little boy shit went out the window. Everybody around this bitch got PTSD. Everybody around this bitch saying somebody die. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we had a brotherhood that can nobody come between. We not letting nothing happen to none of us. Marlo couldn't even beat up OD. We gonna fuck Marlo ass up, boy. You better not put your hands on folks, boy. For them to pull a pipe out, hold on. And it's the same way. Like, we got each other, boy. On old grade, we ain't got no deities on BDN.
What can you tell us about the year 2011?
2011.
That probably was a crazy fucking year, bro. Because of Chief Keef and everything.
I experienced like my first friend get killed. My best friend OD, he died in 2011.
In 2011, a Parkway Gardens resident named O.D. Perry, which O-Block's now named after, was murdered, gunned down just outside the gates of Parkway Gardens.
Oh, O.D. O-Block. Makes sense. Makes sense.
What was one of your favorite memories of you and O.D.?
Man, I got a lot of them bitches on. Oh. He had this crazy ass dog named 50, bro. On J Money, bro. I was scared of that motherfucker, bro. Like play with the dog. On Keith, I'm like, boy, I ain't playing with that motherfucking dog, bro. Y'all tripping. Motherfucker run up on me. Boy, bird. Oh, it's your bitch ass on. Oh.
Not the dog, man. Why the dog?
Right after the day, I still don't play with people's dogs. I don't give a fuck if that bitch is a chihuahua. Bro, get your dog before that bitch die. I'm game.
OD's murder was allegedly in retaliation for the murder of Shondale Tuka Gregory, a rival gang member who lived just a few blocks away on 63rd.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because that's what everybody's like, you know, I'm smoking on that Tuka. That's what everybody says in like all the rap songs and shit like that, which is kind of wild now that I think about it, because like people who are not even affiliated with like Chief Keef and shit like that, like just some random fucking rapper from fucking, I don't know, Connecticut will say some wild shit like that. So I guess it kind of transcended like the disrespect to almost like an international kind of level. Like people say, it's so weird, but this was like a real person from a real place, and people are just kind of thinking like it's probably like a pack or something like that. It's really weird.
The sad years of my life, because I had just had my first child and everything. I'm really like traumatized. Like, I ain't know if was I supposed to crash out or fall back. And my mom used to be talking to me like, man, you got a daughter. Don't be like these niggas, don't die.
How many friends do you think you've lost since then?
Over 10 dead homies, gang. Like 2 motherfuckers a year. I swear to God. 0 in Platoon with motherfucking 11. Sherrod and Whitey and 12. You got L.A. and J Money and motherfucker died in 13. My crowd gone. I gotta hang with the phone down. I gotta hang with the phone down. I ain't gonna stunt. When it seemed like when folks died, folks' careers took off. When old passed away, folks took that shit to another level. Chief Keef and Dirt and them came out.
All he wanna be is successful, yeah.
Hey, let this bitch up, you feel me? So it's like...
Shortly after OD's murder, a close friend of his decided to make his first song, which would serve as an O-Block anthem, to celebrate the life of OD and diss Shondale.
Can I just say that Chief Keef is like one of the pioneers of just, I would say just rap music in general, bro. Like Chief Keef was fucking different when he came out. When he came out, I remember like the streets just going crazy, brother. Like it was just insane. It was so crazy, man. Like, and he was like 16, I think 16 or 15, like, no, 16 for sure. And like he got signed. I remember like people playing Chief Keef in the clubs. It was crazy.
Tuka Gregory. This friend was named Keith Cozart, aka Chief Keef.
Hit a nigga up on your fuck. I do drugs till I'm dead.
O-Block, Rick City, bitch.
Middle fingers to Shondale.
I get out. On my son, I get out. October 4th, 2011. This bitch get the going up. The block busting. I just got out. I get out. I see Platoon and White. Folks got cocky as hell. I'm looking. I'm like, how the fuck y'all let OD get killed? Platoon put his head down. He like, man, go take your daughter upstairs. I'm finna holler at you. I take my daughter up. I remember Inky D them came up there. Deep as hell. Everybody coming. Happy as hell. Fat Mac and Stu get the showing out. They get the fighting. Hey, Fat Mac. You remember I got out of jail? You want Stu start fighting that day? Him and Stu get the fight. Hey, folks like, man, y'all showing out because folks just got out. Dirk and Reese come see me. I'm all right. I'm like, I'm feeling love like a motherfucker. I'm damn. Folks them come rap with me. I'm like, fuck Odak. How the fuck Odak? You know they rapping with me. Boom, 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 boom. We talking all us and that bitch crying now. I'm like, damn. I just got out. We all crying right now. I'm like, the fuck? Fuck that. We ain't crying. We out here. We get outside.
In the next 2 years, Chief Keef would go from a young oblock rapper to one of the most commercially successful rappers in the world, with hits like I Don't Like and Hate Being Sober.
See, even I'm over here like, yeah, that shit was hard, bro. That shit was crazy, man. For his time, like, and the fact that I think he's only like 26 or something like that now. It's crazy.
Chief Keef made it more like global.
And before you knew it, white America was doing the hokey pokey to murder music and unknowingly singing along to the anthems of an actual gang war playing out in real time. For a year, the conflicts of Oblock.
Yo, the hokey pokey is wild as fuck to say. It's so crazy.
Were a mystery to the general public. That was until one man came around and exposed the inner workings of Chicago's gang war to the world.
Fucking Akademiks,
2010, 2011, I'm in college and I'm doing commentary about hip hop. I had like, some hot takes about like Kanye and Drake and stuff like that at the moment. So I was kind of gaining an audience. And I remember when the drill scene popped off and I remember doing a video on Keef and I was like, I love the music. I'm reading the comments and everyone was like, yo, you're not telling the full story. Okay, because like I'm going in there and I'm doing a quick video and I'm like, yo, all his ops is dead. You know what I mean? He's dissing them. It's over. You know what I mean? Like these guys, we don't even.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I laughed hysterically at some of the videos that DJ Akademiks did over like the war in Chirac. That shit was like actual fucking comedy. It was so crazy, man. Like the amount of just like publicity he got off of that, and then eventually like propelled his career into like other avenues. It's crazy.
You didn't know their names, and everyone was like, well, no, they're not dead. And actually, the guys who he's dissing just killed his guys. They were talking about people like Lil J.
Screaming fuck, oh fuck.
They were talking about like the FBG gang.
Nigga fuck T-Roy and OD them dead bitch.
I'm like, yo, nobody knows these people, like respectively, because they don't have a hit song. Chief Keef is going crazy with hit songs.
Yeah, he's doing getting numbers at that time.
And I started covering basically just constant feuds that were happening.
It's your boy DJ Akademiks, and now information has come to my attention. Now y'all know I call Lil Reese the Chirac.
Is that how he sounded back in the day? Holy shit. Hold on, go back.
DJ Akademiks, and now information has come to my attention. Now y'all know I call Lil Reese the Chirac Grim Reaper. Well, pretty much because every time you look through his mentions, you see a bunch of dead niggas. CBS Chicago is reporting that a 15-year-old boy, aka Little Nick from 600, was shot multiple times and then he was brought to a hospital where he was pronounced dead by the Cook County medical examiner. At least he died doing what he loved best. Someone actually told me that these guys actually keep score on killing and coonery within Chirac. The most valuable coon is probably a legit award. The war in Chirac never stops. The coonery never fucking ends. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share.
His war.
Yo, that is wild as fuck to say. Like after saying all that shit and then going back and being like, oh yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. By the way, we just talked about the ops for a little bit. Like that is wild. That is so crazy.
The Chirac series went viral, and the fans were now aware of the ongoing Chicago gang war, particularly as it pertained to the rappers involved.
How many people do you think have died in the war in Chirac?
Thousands.
This past weekend, at least 52 people were shot, 8 of them killed.
In the following years, between 2011 and 2020, 5,518 people were murdered in Chicago.
5,000? Oh my God, brother. Golly. Whoa.
The following years, between 2011 and 2020,
That's only 9 years, man. That's more than like I think we lost in like the war.
1,518 people were murdered,
like in Iraq, I think,
in Chicago, to the amusement of self-proclaimed Chiracologists, who created a Reddit page, which now has over 175,000 members.
But I've never seen a place where life was valued less than Chicago. To this day, I've never been to Chicago because of that.
I feel like things bad everywhere. Things just bad in Chicago because like this shit came like a movie to people. Like when it first got famous, people started like, it was like we was characters. Like, damn, like you got me look like an assassin.
Drilling itself is an energy that once people...
I think Akademiks actually made that popular, if I'm not mistaken, because he kept putting names like he was saying earlier.
Latch onto that shit, and you become invested in the story. It's like a soundtrack to a movie, and it sounds bad to say, but it's a soundtrack to a movie that you're watching live. You know, I'm looking at this not like on some voyeuristic, like, yo, oh shit, this is like entertaining. I'm like horrified. What I try to do is satire, hoping that people could look at them like, that looks ridiculous. These dudes, like, they're disgusting, right? People took it and they ran with it.
Everything I thought that people would be like, yo, this is some sick shit, they loved.
We have a bloodthirsty audience, especially in music. The more people die, when someone gets locked up, their streams are...
Come on, man. Like when people go to jail, when people get shot at, it just soars, bro. Like America just loves violence. That's just how we are.
Through the roof. Music sales, going through the roof.
Yep.
Trust me. I was a driving force in getting some of these guys, other than Keef, eyes and attention and ears to some of their stuff.
Did you feel responsible for like inflaming gang tension on the streets by covering things?
Hell no. But let me tell you, this accountability is hard to take, man.
Hell no.
They say, yo, well, you gave people nicknames. And when you gave someone a nickname of Grim Reaper, some other guy is going to start killing more to try to get that nickname. And I'm like, I don't believe I caused any murder, but if my videos, because they were popular, instigated any two parties, I'll take blame for that. But motherfucker, if you picked up the gun, I'm not taking blame for what you did, right? When I started covering war in Chiraq,
that's
niggas
rightfully
was dying
so.
every day already. I was on Twitter watching people bleed out, and I was like, I can't believe this is, like people getting shot like dogs, bleeding down, everybody filming it. And then you go on social media and everybody saying, yo, I'm smoking on the pack.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, there's people who don't even know about the situation, and just because names pop up, they use them, and then it's crazy, bro. It really is.
So you gotta take blame for you doing that. The parents gotta take blame for not being in the kid's life. The cops gotta take blame for them basically just like throwing their hands up in the air and saying, let everybody kill each other.
Yep, that's what they do. That is really what they do in Chicago, by the way. They let the police, because everybody has like guns and everything like that. It has to be militarized over there in certain sections. If I'm not mistaken, that's what they were doing in just from all those years, actually. I think that it was heavily militarized because of that. Like regular police can't just walk around the streets like that.
These motherfuckers that like, everybody wants an easy scapegoat.
Listen, stop acting like a bitch ass nigga and just fight, bro. Leave the pipes alone, fight. Oh, it's so fucked up now. It's like a 12-year-old just said, I'll pop you. So another 12-year-old. You like, bro, just fight him.
Why do you think that happens?
Because yeah, motherfucker think it's about being a shooter or a killer. Music played a part. But music wasn't 100% why everybody doing this. It's your fucking mama and your fucking daddy. You get what I'm saying? It's your mama and your daddy, bro. It usually be your environment, but it's your mama and your fucking daddy. It's about how you getting raised, blood. Like, raise your fucking kids right. Oh.
I don't think it's drill.
I agree, man. You got to be able to like parentivize? What's the word I'm looking for? You got to be in your kid's life, man. You got to be watching what they're doing and everything, because they could just end up, looking at some of the shit, rap reviews, all this shit, like just and find out what's happening in these gangs, and then they'll just be like, I'm gang affiliated, blah blah blah. You ain't about that life, blah blah blah. It's crazy.
Drill music at all, I promise you. If we was to take drill music away right now, and it'd be regular hip hop, it's still gonna be the same type of violence. Everybody want to be a character now for the internet.
On social media, beefing, making threats, making crazy comments, like going on live, it's like, waving the gun in the fucking camera. you know, it's like it's almost like a competition to see who can push it the furthest and get the most attention, because you know there is a fair amount of clout chasing, and you know that is a toxic element.
In that way, do you think that drill is like bad for society?
Hey, you know, while we talking about, you know, toxic clout chasing, make sure y'all liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel, helping the channel build more. Anyway.
No, because the thing is, like, the realities of what is being discussed in that music was there before the music was there. The music is just an expression of that. It's just a reaction to that. Like, when you're talking about inner city gun violence, you're talking about poverty, you're talking about poor education systems, you're talking about, like, low access to food, you're talking about low economic opportunities. Those are the kinds of solutions that you would need to apply to that situation.
If you could go back in time, would you make war in Chirac again?
You know, I've grown. Was it appropriate? Probably wouldn't do that again. I wouldn't do it again just because I think we're dealing with mental illness in Chicago. And when you see people are kids, these people who are doing murders, like Ronald No. 9 was like 17.
Yo, that is the most memed fucking photo. Dude had like a dead ass rocket launcher, dude. And he was doing it at 17. That is so crazy.
Doing drills and all that type of shit. It's easy.
He was running the ops.
To be outraged and also say, damn, how could you guys take a life so easily? But also you got to think about the cycle of mental issues that they're having, the trauma that they're suppressing.
After the success of the War in Chirac series, Akademiks' formula was replicated hundreds of times, creating a concentrated YouTube algorithm that turned gang drama into an online mega industry. One of the channels in this algorithm is called No Jumper, which is quite different from the War in Chirac, but nonetheless features many interviews with gang-related rappers.
Do you even know about gang shit when you first moved to Florida? When did you actually become a 5'5" Crip? You are widely known to be associated with the Hoovers. Some of the dudes who got caught up for this murder are like actual rappers who have videos out with many, many thousands of views. Again, like you say, a lot of the stories are hypothetical, but in this one, you actually mentioned that a specific
Yeah, that's kind of weird, like actually interviewing just not even like real big rappers, but just regular gang affiliated people. Like that's so weird to me.
Rapper from Chicago called a girl 6 times while you were hanging out with her.
Right. It just ran. You see what I'm saying? The shit just become me, you know.
King Von's obviously big. Come on, don't.
So I went on the podcast and spoke to the host, Adam22, about the ethics of producing monetized gang content. Do you think drill music is bad for society?
Yeah, definitely.
How come?
Because people are in gangs killing each other and making songs about it and making it sound super cool. And even me as like a 30-year-old fucking white man, I listen to it and I think that it sounds kind of cool, and I struggle with that. But definitely I think it's probably, as much as I like listen to it, it's probably got to be a net negative for society, right? Just the romanticization of violence in general.
Do you think you help make it look cool?
I don't know.
Yeah, he does. Literally look at his face. He knows he does. Look.
Fucking 808 going.
He knows. Let's be honest, chat. He knows. He knows. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
I don't know. I feel like when they're on a beat with a fucking 808 going crazy and they're able to like rhyme and make less sense, that probably is like when it sounds coolest. Because they don't really talk about that in interviews, right? I mean, most of like all the Chicago like gang members or whatever, it's like the amount of like street shit you're going to be able to get them to talk about in an interview is pretty minimal in comparison to the stuff that they're essentially saying in their songs.
It just must be crazy because like you talk to so many people who like,
man, shout out to Thugger,
like, have died recently. Like you're like the last person to interview FBG Cash.
Right there. His name's on the wall.
Yeah. Do you feel any responsibility for like inflaming like gang beef by having so many gang members use this platform to promote themselves?
No, because I mean, I feel like this is a hip hop platform that long ago has kind of been clear to me that that's more or less the gist of what we're doing, you know? Like there was a long time where I didn't do any street shit, you know, in the beginning it was mostly like SoundCloud type stuff and more like avant-garde, you know, internet shit. We've gone more in that direction and
more porn oriented, but I understand.
Like a lot of like it's also the direction rap's gone in. It's tough to get away from the fact that the fans just want what they want. You know, as a content creator, you kind of have to follow the incentives to a certain extent. It's just been taken to the point where the fans like want this shit to be real. They don't want to hear you say, I'll shoot you if you come near me. they want to hear you say, so-and-so from the other side got killed because he fucked with me. Like the fans are really drawn to that kind of immersion, I guess.
Whenever you grew up here, did you guys spend a lot of time in other parts of Chicago? Like, did you ever go like downtown or to other areas, or were you mostly here?
I spent a lot of years inside this gate.
Have you been to a Cubs game or anything? No. You guys want to go to the White Sox game with us?
Yeah, we're going.
White Sox for White Sox! Let's fucking White Sox! Go Sox! Yeah! Fuck the Cubs, fuck the Orioles, fuck the Yankees, White Sox.
I respect it.
White Sox! 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 Go Cubs! White Sox! White Sox! White Sox! White Sox! White Sox! White
Wingstop.
Sox!
What
They
the hell?
represent the South Side pride, that blue collar man.
Like the South Side's way better than the North Side.
Never wear condoms unless you have to.
What's a situation in which you'd have to use a condom?
This man is fucking speaking.
Every time.
Never.
I'm married, so I haven't actually used condoms in 15 years. Raw dog status for Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow only.
Sorry, Boss Top. What do you think about condoms?
What I think about condoms? I got 6 kids.
Man, don't he look like Jack Harlow a little bit?
It's right there.
Raw dog all day long. Jack Harlow is not my type.
What makes White Sox fans different from other fans?
Sometimes they wear white socks, but not on a regular basis. Loyalty.
Why?
Why? Are you guys from Chicago?
No.
No? Exactly.
What do you think your most controversial opinion is?
Like, what do you mean about that?
For example, I believe that aliens have visited the United States of America.
So do I. I also believe that the earth is not round. I also believe that the government is hiding out of the ship from us. I also believe that the government has taken over our country.
What the fuck is he saying?
Like, you think the earth is flat for real?
Huh?
You think the earth is flat?
I mean, we have ideology, right? We have ideas. So, like, who are we to judge?
White Sox.
No, there's actually documented evidence saying that the earth is round.
Hamburgers. Comiskey dog right here. We got 2 patties, 2 scoops of cheddar cheese, and we put the pico and dagaya on top. Say it ain't so, Joe. Hamburger, 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 hamburger.
What's your biggest fear in the
That
world?
shit sounds fire.
Hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog.
How do you feel about the rapper Yeet?
He's alright.
Can you name 5 songs?
Turban, mad about that, sorry about that. Money is so big, and what's it called? Shit.
What's your favorite thing about Yeet?
It's the music.
What would you say if Yeet was here right now?
I don't know.
What would you say if you could be digitally connected with Yeet in some form?
Oh my god.
Come on, Yeet, answer the goddamn phone. God damn it.
We love Yeet. We made it. We actually made it here, guys. Fucking drink to that. We are like the epitome of sperm. We are sperm at
Dude, this dude is fucking gone, bro.
its best.
You're a philosopher.
I consider myself a philosopher, yes. Would you guys want to hear my whole philosophy?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be in that spot.
You guys watching this? This is my philosophy.
Oh, never mind.
You just saw it happen. I didn't know that guy. I could not associate with him of any particle of my own being, but I let him go through because he's a fellow human being, you know. So his agenda, you got to consider that, and he wanted to go through. It wasn't
this dude is gone, bro. This dude is gone.
Like negatively imperative to me, so I let him through. That's why I think
they're like, hey yo, what the fuck?
You know? Try to fucking make it better for everybody. If you can. Different team, might be the same team in the long run, we don't know. Might be different teams right now, could end up being on the same team, but you know, right now, he's not on my team because I don't know who the hell he is. But we're both at the Sox game, so I guess we're not on the same team in that sense.
I need y'all for that documentary deal for sure.
For sure. Talk to your grandma.
I'm really push out to him. I'm pushing out
Crazy. No, that's fucking wild.